Frankie Corrado joins us to talk about this Oilers Game 1 win and an incredible stat. The Las Vegas Golden Knights were 26-0 all-time in the postseason with a multi-goal lead until Tuesday night.
Not surprised with the way Vegas plays. Right?
And Edmonton comes, and this is Edmonton's MO, right? They just love to dig themselves in a little hole.
It's dangerous.
Almost to give themselves a little motivation. But the big difference, we were talking about it off camera, the big difference now is that they seem to have the secondary scoring to help them come back.
They do. It was a big part of the series win against the Los Angeles Kings. And then tonight, it's a big part of why they win the game. Can we say that it's a couple former Leafs? We're not making this about the Maple Leafs, but
everyone expects it from us anyway.
A couple former Leafs that got away obviously help the Edmonton Oilers. This was the most complete game that the Edmonton Oilers have played this year in the playoffs, from top to bottom. And I know they have to work their way back in this game, but it's a power play goal, and there's one play, the play where Mark Stone scores his second goal of the game, where they let their guard down defensively. Outside of that, this was an unbelievable defensive performance by the Edmonton Oilers, and then you get your contributions from Draisaitl and then your depth players. And yes, another resilient performance, something we've seen a lot from this group, and it just goes to show you that, like, this team, they were battle-tested in the playoffs last year. They got to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, and now, after a regular season where at times it had been a tough watch for the Edmonton Oilers. Like, it wasn't always smooth, but now they're back, and they're more battle-tested than ever, and they out-Vegased Vegas in this game, and that's not an easy thing to do.
And there was some speculation that maybe Stuart Skinner would get another shot at the postseason in Game 1. That did not happen. Calvin Pickard played. Calvin Pickard wins his 5th straight game. Is it time to stop wondering if we'll even see Skinner this postseason?
I mean, unless Calvin Pickard really implodes, and I wouldn't even say for one game. Like, if it's for multiple games, then maybe. But I think, Calvin Pickard has shown that the team in front of him plays a certain way that is conducive to winning. And that's important. Like, if you wanted to compare the goaltenders and break down the technical aspect, like, you would have the conversation as far as who gives you a better chance to win, who's the better goalie. But there's something about when this guy's in the net, the way they play in front of him, the confidence that they have, the confidence they have in him, the conversation has to die down a little bit for the time being. It's Calvin Pickard's net until further notice for the Edmonton Oilers.
Can we talk about Connor Brown? And this is a guy that you had a chance to play with.
I'll always talk about Connor Brown.
I mean, it's such a great story. The knee injury, we know all about it. He scores his 4th goal of the postseason, and it was a beautiful goal, and it really feels like he's the kind of player who's going to continue to elevate his game in the postseason.
One of those guys that can be a spark plug for this group because, like, you played with Connor Brown, you watch Connor Brown, like, the speed always stands out, and last year, it wasn't a great regular season, but he found the speed come playoff time, and it made him an effective penalty killer, and that allowed him to have some confidence in the lineup. Now, this year in the regular season, still probably wasn't what, Connor Brown would want it to be, but doesn't matter because now you're in the playoffs and you've got 4 goals and you're scoring big goals and you're that same effective player when it matters most. So, Connor Brown's always been a bit of a gamer, and now we're seeing that in the playoffs again where he's 100%, he's playing like he's 100%, and he's factoring in a massive positive way exactly what they would have wanted Connor Brown to be when they brought him in to be an Edmonton Oiler.
You said it. The Oilers out Las Vegas. So do they win the series?
Listen, if they can play like that, be that stingy defensively, and not allow Vegas to get free looks at their net, they will win that series. The key is they have to do exactly what they just did. Right. They have to replicate that. Vegas is a good team. Vegas is going to have a big response. There's no doubt about that. Like, talk about battle-tested. That's another team that they know how to push back. They know how to have a response. But the thing that looked different this time around is 2 years ago, Edmonton couldn't get anything going at 5-on-5 against Vegas. Tonight, it looked like Vegas couldn't get much going at 5-on-5 against the Edmonton Oilers. If they can continue with that, they will have a very good chance at winning this series.
It all sets up a very intriguing Game 2 on Thursday night. Frankie, thanks for this.